What is up, friends? Happy Friday. You know, I was thinking the other day, there are certain things, like ridiculous things, that you just never hear people say in regular conversation. Hey, honey. Hey, I just got out of the doctor's office and yeah, they did a test. My kidney stones are back. Yeah! Hey kids, I'm headed into the bathroom, so now's a great time to come and bother me. You know, ask me all those random questions you got.
Hey Mom, I'm so glad we didn't win any games all season. This participation medal's the best.
Oh, honey, the ribeye was great. But hey, I want some more of those lima beans. Honey, I know the kids are all asleep, but you're telling me you'd rather go take a nap than do all this laundry? Come on, we can make a game out of matching socks. The best thing about this time of year is when you come out in the morning and your car has that fresh yellow tint. Thanks for the pollen, East Texas. Hey, I talked to Chris and Brenna yesterday. I'm really glad we didn't go to brunch with them. They said it was good, but there was just this bacon station where you could get anything and everything covered in bacon. Who needs that much bacon in their life? Hello? Really? Free massage in your monthly drawing? Man, that's awesome. Oh, tomorrow. No, I can't make it. I'm cleaning my kitchen tomorrow. You have how much homework? 7 chapters to read and 120 math problems? Man, I'm glad those teachers are starting to take this homework thing seriously. I thought 4 hours last night was a little light. I'm just saying, why can't the preacher just preach and not have to worry about time? I mean, he only was up there for an hour and a half today. 12 points, that's it? I'm emailing him. I'm gonna really encourage him to bring the word. Now yes, most of those things are absolutely ridiculous. Nobody would do anything over having bacon. I just don't understand that. But you know, in Scripture, Jesus said some absolutely ridiculous things sometimes that didn't make sense to those that were listening and definitely didn't make sense to his disciples. In the story of the rich young ruler in Matthew 19, Jesus is with his disciples, and a young man who is asked by Jesus to give up everything and follow him goes away sad because he had great wealth and he could not do that. Well, then the disciples ask the obvious question: if we've given up everything to follow you, Jesus, then what will our place be? And Jesus says that there'll be a special place for them in heaven because they have given up so much. But then he reminds them, many that are first will be last, and many who are last will be first. Lots of times people take that verse to say, well, if I don't have a lot now here on earth, then in heaven I'll have a lot. Or if I have a lot here on earth, then I won't have much, or I'll be at the back of the line getting into heaven. Different people may say different things, but for me, the heart of what Jesus is talking about is, what are we willing to give up for him? What are we willing to sacrifice to follow him, to love him, to serve him, to reach those that need to hear about him? And that boils down to a heart issue. Are we concerned with our status here on earth? Are we really concerned about what other people think about us and how we might be perceived, and we want to be kind of in the in crowd or not really rock the boat in any situation? Or are we going to be totally sold out and committed to Jesus? When Jesus called the disciples, Scripture says that they left their nets and they followed him. They gave up everything to be with Jesus. And that is because they loved and they trusted in who Jesus was. So they gave up what they had to follow him. They gave up their plans and their jobs to follow Jesus. They changed from a worldly focus to a heavenly focus. Now, I don't think Jesus is calling all of us to leave our jobs and to follow him, but I think there's things that are holding us back from following him. And whatever that may be, Jesus is calling us to lay that down and to follow him. But we need to ask Christ to give us a heavenly perspective and not an earthly perspective. To begin to realize that there's things in this world that we strive after, that we long for, that we hold dear, that aren't really important in the long run, that are going to be gone in eternity. And we need to focus in on what is going to last forever. Our focus needs to be on Jesus, and our focus needs to be on the calling that he has on my life and he has in your life. And whatever that may be, wherever that may be, at whatever job, whatever location, to follow him, to trust him, and to point other people towards him. So my question for you, my question for me this week is, where is your perspective? Where is your focus at? Are you focused on things in this world that are going to be gone someday? Or are you focused on the eternal? Are you focused on the calling that Jesus has put in your life and created you specifically for? When you sacrifice for Jesus, some people aren't going to understand that. They're going to think it's absolutely ridiculous. But Jesus calls us to follow him and to trust him. So my encouragement for you this week is to do that. Lay down the things that are holding you back from following Jesus the way that he would want you to. Until next time, walk humbly. I love it when my car has that fresh yellow. I'm just saying, why can't... Yeah. 7 chapters and 120... I can't talk.
Dad, I'm so glad that we didn't... Dad. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom.